In your borderline sense, you will persist in your clearing, as I purpose the configuration of spirits and tempt the shield around about.
Well, I will go thine way, and I will succeed in the clearing. Love's definition, meaning and clarity. Yeah, the opposite.
Absolute.
The actual structure that the Bible and the world would have to overpass and oversee the Revelations, the book of Revelations, entitles the world to act as an incorporate nation, an incorporation that would all summons councils from all worlds, part of the world's powers. The world would work together, and they would use my key role as part of humanity's evolution tool to being a person that would represent the people. I would be raised in the ways of the laws. I would interpret the meanings of the laws, be of the lessons of being taught to interpret, and therefore having the ability to recognize position of being thankful of the teachings, being thankful for the drastic amount of information that would be coming from all parts of the world and all the councils of the world for goodness and the everlasting goodness and feel for truth, to establish a hierarchy that would be based on truth, that would also play part into characteristics and roles inside the Bible that would coincide straightforward to the conquering of the saints, and as well as the King of Saints, who would be me, who would have the role of both being the King of Saints and being a child of a nation, a child of a people, child of the meaning and the incorporation of Son of God, being the Son of creation, or the Son of the Creator, being that in all of us, we all would all play a part in being a creator and having that seniority over futuristic nations that would come out of the light mot, and that would come out forward from other points and positions of projection or projects that would come out of our creatability to have new projects happening. So, to bring everybody back to the structure, I was sent from the light mot so that all of humanity could work together and could get all the answers to genocides, get the answers to money, get the answers to working together, get all the answers of truth and faith by having me as a tool to bring about all these councils of people, the bodies of the people, to work together, not only for themselves, but also for the people in the future that would also be coming into an existence. Therefore, the minds of people having this inception about God, they would all have the understanding that through time, of time, and for time, would things happen to where everybody would have that creative vibe of knowing where the placement of themselves fit inside of the portrait of the book of Revelations, and how the saints would all rise up together with the King of Saints, and how in the book of Revelations it talks about a born king, and it talks about how the baby would be a very prominent role and a very prominent position inside of a very drastic position that would have its effect not only locally but universally. So, in part of the victory, all of the negative structures in the Bible would be overridden. Every role of a negative structure would be accounted for as fake. It would all be accounted as let's say, washers, to where the holy and the pure, and in logic and in law, and also in teaching and lessoning, and having as washer as a tool, the people would have the camaraderie, the build. They would have the functions all aligned with their particular placement, with not only my life, but with the laws and the logistics of how things are to be ran, how things are to be conducted in healthy ways, healthy manners, and how everybody would grab the piece of the laws and live by them. So therefore, all of the negative structures in the whole book of the Bible, talking about death, the book of Revelations and the whole of the Bible, from the ending to the beginning, and to the beginning to the end, with the book of Revelations being somewhat of a guide book to all the other books, it would be that all the books of the Bibles and the lessons and the morals and the creeds within the beginning to the ending to the book of Revelations would coincide with the victory of positive structures, healthy living, and the groups and peoples fulfilling all those roles, to where nothing evil
would have its role.
have its placement, be it an endangerment to all the people of the positive structures. So therefore, all the powers in the Bible were more so invested that everyone would work together as saints, and as every power would have their opportunity to have its manifestation, their role and position was to think of these parts. Or to live out these parts, or to work in these structures, work in these fields of life, and to usher in my entrance to life, entrance to the world, entrance to logic, entrance to the victory of righteousness over lawlessness. As everyone else would par into the victory of righteousness over lawlessness, that lawlessness would never have its placement inside of this unity, inside of this peace corps, inside of this trust fund that everybody would be always depositing their works, depositing their fruits, depositing their souls in, for, and into, and about the future. So therefore, the things made of everyone's power and position, it was to always network, and it was always to see that the book of Revelations does not actually have a character role of a bad guy being dominant, and it also has everybody's attention to think and to see that in everybody's accountability of having somewhat kind of a power, it would be to everyone use their positions to have a part of and a role of the revelations. Everybody was to be of the brainstormings and the webs of truth to bring all these pieces together, bringing about the core and evolutionary step ladder that would precede everybody to the future.